Oh my god. Oh, hey guys, Super Hamster Cramps here. Did you know that last year was a thing? Because it was. Now, I know for a lot of people this wasn't exactly a stellar year, and while there were a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns and a lot of celebrity deaths that kind of just, came out of nowhere, for me, personally, it wasn't that bad. And in this video, I just want to take a moment to look back and see all the things that happened with the channel in 2016. And I know this video is like a month late, but come on guys, cut me some slack. I got severely sick, I went to a convention, I visited my parents. A lot of things happened right after Christmas, and I have been just busy, kids. Just good old-fashioned busy. But you know what? It's giving me time to really reflect on 2016 as a whole. But in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the events we did as a community, some channel milestones and accomplishments so I can stroke my ego a little bit, some of the regrets and mistakes that I've made in previous videos so I can point them out and then hate myself later, and then some good old-fashioned comment comebacks and just, I don't know, addressing some things because I'm bitter and petty. It's gonna be fun, I swear. And then to top it all off, some personal thank yous to some key players who made 2016 an amazing year for me and the channel. And just FYI guys, we are only going to be talking about stuff that happened in 2016. Yeah, I've only been on YouTube for about 2 years now, and I don't want to look at 2015 because that is a mess that I don't want to get near. But enough of me babbling, let's just jump into it guys, because 2016 was a year that happened. So we had a lot of fun events over the course of last year, and this has kind of become a tradition around here. Every 4 to 5 months, I would choose a game to marathon all the way through on stream over the course of a few days. And we kicked off this tradition with Persona 4 Golden back in January. The stream was to raise money for me to move out to Virginia, which we did end up meeting, which was totally amazing. And I assumed the marathon would only last about 7 days or so, considering how long Persona 4 Golden was. Well, it ended up being double that, yeah. So it took 14 days to beat this game. I played it every single day for 14 days straight, and I almost died. My body was decaying. Holy crap, I was so tired. And even though the marathon was a ton of fun with a pretty large audience and people donating left and right, it was totally amazing. Love the atmosphere. Holy crap, was I getting tired near the end of it. But there were some great inside jokes that were born. I ate a raw cabbage when we reached a certain donation goal. That was really fun for my colon, that cleaned me out really quick. We had a ton of co-hosts on, a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And then we got to the 14th day where I came across the optional final boss, because I technically could have ended it way sooner than I did, but no, people insisted I go for the golden ending. So we did all the extra stuff in golden, we get to the 14th day, we get to the final dungeon in the game, and I was underleveled, and everyone knows in Persona that if you're underleveled and your number is not big enough, you're gonna get killed. It's just, there's no way around it. It's not skills based, it's numbers based. If you're number too small, you're gonna die. And at that point, I was so fatigued, I was so tired, and I honestly just did not want to beat it. I didn't want to sit there for 5 hours to grind to beat the quote-unquote optional ending boss. I was like, dang it, we beat the game technically, this counts, right? And I wanted to give up, but my friend Kerbex insisted that we keep going. And then Kerbex came up with the idea, why don't we just use her save file to beat the game? Because Kerbex had a save file at the very last boss on hard mode with everyone maxed out to 99%. So we decided to just beat the crap out of the boss with her save file instead of my crappy under-leveled characters and stuff like that. I did not feel like grinding, oh my god. So we managed to load her Persona save file from the PlayStation Cloud thingy-maboop, and it ended up working. She's completely maxed out on all of her characters, has the best abilities, has the best everything. It's on the hardest difficulty, and we're at the final boss. And we just wrecked that dude. It was awesome. I can't believe it frickin' worked. And yeah, I know I technically didn't quote-unquote beat the game. I just did not feel like grinding, oh my god. But that was a fantastic ending to the Persona 4 Golden stream. What a way to do it. Keep in mind guys, if you're ever having a hard time in any video game, just borrow your friend's save so you can just cheese your way through it. Amen. So on top of Persona 4 Golden, we also had the BioShock Marathon, where we went through all 3 BioShock games, and the most thing that came out of that was bees. Lots and lots and lots and lots of bees. But it was fun going through BioShock again and being able to experience the entire trilogy in one big sit-through. That took about 4 or 5 days. And then the most recent one was the Persona 4 Dancing All Night Marathon, which was a lot of fun. I finally got through the game, although I admit most of that marathon was just watching cutscenes because Dancing All Night has just a crap ton of cutscenes in between like 5 minutes of gameplay. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. We also raised money for a new laptop for myself so that I can work away from home, because going mobile is really expensive sometimes, and I travel an awful lot to see family and stuff like that. So raising money for that was totally awesome. We reached $1,000 in a day. It all went towards the laptop, but holy crap, totally worth it. fantastic. Dang. Marathons are hands down my favorite thing to do, but we also reached a ton of other milestones for both the channel and me personally. One being I moved like twice. I moved from San Diego to Arizona to stay with my family for a few months, and then I moved from Arizona to Virginia, which is where I am now. I live on my own, and because of people's generosity and love and support, I am full-time, which is I didn't think I'd get this far this quickly, holy crap. And because the channel was doing so well, I was able to travel. I managed to go cross country when I moved from Arizona to Virginia, and I managed to stop by in Texas to meet Armadillo, one of my closest friends. We took some pictures, went out to lunch, I accidentally broke a sword, but it was a lot of fun. And meeting your internet friends is super surreal. I also ended up going to Norway for an entire month to visit my friend Spoopy Jules. I had never really traveled internationally before, so going to Norway was like super surreal for me, but I had such an amazing time. I got to see all the things, the culture and whatnot, and it was really such an amazing time. I also got a chance to play Bayonetta 2 over there, and that ended up becoming a for beginners. So yeah, I traveled all the way to Norway to play frickin' Bayonetta 2 because, you know, I don't have many friends with Wii U's. But like I said, because of the growth of the community, that is why I was able to do all these wonderful things. I launched my Patreon this year, which was started to make me full-time faster, and it did succeed in that. We have reached over $1,000 a month, and I will be investing in some 3DS capture card stuff soon, so that's amazing. My Patreon supporters have really helped this channel grow, to keep me motivated, to keep me financially stable, you know, because that's why it's there. So I can't thank my Patreon supporters enough. You guys are really the bread and butter of the channel. I gotta keep insisting every time. I'm so thankful to have such kind, funny, generous people in my life. And you know, if you want to support me on Patreon, that link is down below. We have a lot of fun over there. Shameless plug. And definitely one of the biggest milestones of the channel was reaching 50,000 subscribers for the channel. I had set a goal to reach 50,000 subscribers in November of 2015, and then we ended up reaching it just in time at the end of summer in 2016, and now we're sitting at a total of 77,000 subscribers. Amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for that. The growth has been incredible. On top of having a lot of subscribers on YouTube, we also reached 10,000 followers on Twitch and 6,000 followers on Twitter. Nuts. Incredible. That's a lot of people. If you shove them all in a room, it'd be really hot and sweaty, but the fact of the matter is, that's a lot of people to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's been an incredible year for the growth of the channel, the community, and everything. It's nuts, man. Holy crap, it's nuts. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for promoting, sharing, engaging, all that jazz. It really does mean the world to me. But enough about the good and the success and all that jazz. Let's talk about the regrets. So real talk, I'm not perfect, and I tend to mess up things a lot in my videos. Looking back, I have done some stupid things, from getting information wrong to editing errors to just flat out saying things wrong, because that's incredibly common. But I think now is the time to look back at all the mistakes I've made in videos and to say, hey, I messed up. So say hello to the making good content is hard and I'm not very smart segment. I guess we can start from the beginning of the year. So one of my more popular for beginners was actually Undertale, and was not expecting it to blow up as much as it did. And once that video got a lot more notoriety, I was like, okay, maybe I should jump into the extra content. So I streamed a majority of the Genocide run. I get to Undyne, I keep dying, I eventually try again, and I beat her. I upload that becomes a thing, and then I hint that I'm going to fight Sans in like the next video. Well, guess what happened? I ended up moving like right after that, and then apparently the Undertale hype completely died. I suddenly became not interested in the game anymore, and I never actually fought Sans, and I still haven't to this day. I'm not particularly great at Undertale, so yeah, there was never a Sans video, and I don't think there's ever going to be one, so that's one thing I kind of wish I would have done, but at this point, if I uploaded a Sans video, it'd be like, what the heck is this doing on the channel? It's only like a year and a half late. Will I ever beat Sans? Probably not. Who knows? Another thing I regret doing is memeing too hard. Yep, you heard it here first. Back at 25,000 subscribers, I decided to eat butter as a joke, and that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. As a child, I used to eat salted butter because I was weird, and I thought for 25,000, I would just eat butter again because, you know, lol. But I accidentally got unsalted, and unsalted is awful just to eat by itself, so that was just a crappy experience. It also didn't help that I'm kind of tubby, and it just made me look stupid. Looking back on it, I probably should have done something a little more practical, and while some people did enjoy it, of just me suffering while eating unsalted butter, overall, not one of my funner moments. Oops. Now, I've learned a lot over the past year about how I should do videos, what people want to see, and all that stuff. I've learned a lot. But one thing I don't think I'm ever going to get any better at is how to pronounce words I've never heard before, because for the record, guys, I am severely dyslexic, and I also have a thing called audio processing disorder. I know it sounds fake, it's real, look it up, but essentially, my brain cannot sound out letters individually, let alone string them together, so when I see a word I've never heard before, it's borderline impossible for me to pronounce it correctly, because my brain doesn't know what all these letters mean, and sound is hard. But it's caused me to pronounce a lot of things wrong over the last year, like in the Bloodborne video, apparently it's not reposing, it's reposting or whatever, I don't know if I got those flipped around, but it's that thing where you shoot a dude and then you stick your hand in his face and then you pull his face out, that kind of thing. I pronounced it wrong, my bad. So that got filled up in the comments, and then also in my El Shaddai video, I pronounced the entire title of the game wrong because I wasn't reading the whole thing properly because my brain saw one thing but it was actually another. So the game's full title is El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron, but I pronounced it Metaton throughout the entire video and then ended up messing up one of my jokes because I didn't see the R. I was just seeing Metaton the whole time, but it's actually Metatron. So that's one thing I really regret. And then there was like a minor one in the Overwatch video where I pronounced Overwatch as the Overwatch when I was referring to the actual organization story-wise. That bothered people. My bad. That wasn't the dyslexia or anything. That was just me being stupid and dramatic. It bothered people. I got comments about it. And on top of pronouncing things wrong, typos. Oh my god. I cannot notice when I'm making spelling errors half the time. I have to make people watch the video for me to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. But oh my god, am I paranoid about making typos because I've done it before, and when I do, I get super embarrassed about it because I don't notice them. Like in my Dark Souls 3's issue video, I used rushed of hard when it was supposed to read rush or hard. And let's not forget the blaring one in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII for beginners where I wrote point wrong. Oh, I was embarrassed about that one, and no one really caught that. I had people review the video and no one caught that, and then the second I upload it, comment, hey, point spelled wrong. Did you know point spelled wrong? I did not know point was spelled wrong. Typos, I swear to God, they make you look dumb when all I want is to just make memes, alright? And I know I said I wouldn't talk about 2015, but yeah, I decided to redo all of my Kingdom Hearts videos, you know, the first ones on my channel, because I love the series a lot, and I was not proud of them. Not because I thought the videos were just flat out bad, but I wanted to make videos that legitimately helped people get into Kingdom Hearts, and the ones that were originally on my channel were just like me poking fun at it. It was like a parody beginner's guide, and I was like, you know what? This series is hard to get into. I want to redo these. I want to make them legitimate, so I've been working on that for like the past 4 or 5 months, slowly redoing these for beginners, and I'll admit, proud of them. I'm happy with them now. I don't plan on redoing any other videos like that, but just because Kingdom Hearts is my favorite series and the games are kind of convoluted, I figured, why not? These videos deserve to be redone. And then a video that made it right before the end of 2016, the Nier Automata, whatever the heck you want to call it, potato, I can't pronounce things right, that video got some flack because, and again, I regret this because I didn't articulate my opinion properly, because I claimed that the soundtrack in the demo, just the demo, was not totally incredible. I thought it was repetitive, but I still thought it was good. I didn't say it was bad, but people jumped on that. How could you hate the Nier Automata soundtrack? How dare you? Nier's got the best music in all of video games, blah da 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 da. But what I should have stated in that video is not the fact that I thought the OST was bad or inferior or not good music, but in comparison to other Platinum games that have incredibly good sound mixing, when things get hype, the music pops out. And in this case, the music just stays in the background for the majority of the game. It's noticeable when you want to notice it, but it was never really brought in the forefront where you could really appreciate the music like you have in other Platinum games. Sound mixing is important, and that's what I was trying to say, but instead I glazed over it. Now everyone thinks I hate the music. Not true. It's good music, fits the tone, does all that. It's not used in super critical moments like it is in other Platinum games. For the record, guys, the Nier Automata soundtrack is very good, and that's what I should have stated in the video instead of me just glazing over it like the idiot that I am. I'm sure there's other regrets or mistakes that I've made in videos, but I probably just can't remember or recall them. But hey, if you can, leave a comment. Tell me all the things I did wrong, please. I want to improve as a content creator. And even though I'm not perfect and I make mistakes a lot, I like to think that the content has gotten a lot better over the year. Obviously longer, but it's become a lot more well edited in my mind. I'm proud of them. I can look back at videos I made 5 months ago and not cringe, so I think that's a start. But the general receptions of my videos have gotten a lot better and a lot more positive, almost to the point where I'm just waiting for someone to just hijack the formula and then make a for beginners and claim it was just their idea and everything like that. You know, that'd be unfortunate. But my goals for 2017 is to refine the formula even more, hopefully get into a better schedule to make sure that these videos come out more consistently, because while they are really complicated to edit, I love making them, and I like the fact that people are actually finding the videos helpful now. But enough about the positive crap, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's reply to some comments, alright? Now, this is going to be a combination of specific comments that I've received over the last year on some videos, and then replying to the comments that I always get on videos, like the ones that just constantly show up that I'm just, your time has come, guys. It's time to get those replies. Amen. Let's roll. Now, the comment I get by far the most is, are you a boy or a girl? I know for a lot of people this is confusing. I get it. My voice is kind of androgynous. The bun looks like a boy with the short hair and the tie, but guess what? I look like that in real life. That's why the bun looks like that. But I get it. My voice is not exactly typical, and it can confuse some people. And even though I've shown my face several times on the channel, it's just hard for some people. Let me just settle this little score to the people who are confused or to the people who think I'm a prepubescent 12-year-old. I am indeed female. I was born female, I am female, I am indeed gamer grill, if you will. I know, I just shattered the illusion, but I like playing around with this. I get asked this like every freaking video, and I'll admit, I do sound like a 12-year-old half the time, but holy crap, every single video, are you a boy or girl? Oh my god, girl voice? Huh, there's better be a girl behind this voice. But the confusion train never stops. And like I said, a lot of people think I'm a 12-year-old, so they think I'm having voice cracks. Not true, guys, I'm doing that on purpose, not voice cracks. You hear this? Voice crack? Yeah, frickin' like PewDiePie and Filthy Frank do this crap. You don't say it's a voice crack. I don't understand why knowing my gender is necessary in a lot of cases. I talk about video games, shouldn't matter. But for the people who are just constantly asking, I am indeed grill. And it don't matter. It shouldn't matter. I'm a frickin' bun, technically. What you should be asking is what kind of bread I am, alright? Moving forward, that's all I want to see from now on. And if my voice wasn't already a talking point, I get comments about every other video saying, oh my god, so annoying. Oh, it's so awful. Oh my god, my ears. Oh! I've come to terms that certain people don't particularly like the sound of my voice. Fair enough, I didn't like the sound of it either for a long time. And I'll admit, over the course of the past 2 years, my voice has gone from like this high squeaky voice to obnoxious to a lot more low, a lot more calm, as you hear now. I've gotten a lot better at making my voice unique but more tolerable, and I don't get the complaint as much anymore, but looking back at some of my previous videos, I myself am like, holy crap, my voice is like piercingly bad. And my voice seems to be one of those love it or hate it kind of things, because I get comments like, I think I love you, then oh my god, annoying. It's just my personality, it just really depends. But a lot of my personality is in my voice, so if you love it or hate it, whatever. But when I get your voice is annoying like every other comment, and I'm aware, guys, I'm working on it. I'm trying to make it more tolerable. I didn't particularly ask for this voice. Trust me, I would like something a lot more soothing too, but you go with what you got. And then some of these are just good old-fashioned hate comments. I bet you are fat and do not have a boyfriend. Both true. Very insightful. Don't know how it's relevant to the video, but whatever. And then again, going back to the voice, yo, this chick's voice is so annoying, but I bet she is hot. Damn right I am. And then this is a personal favorite of mine. Okay, lady, we get it. You don't like JRPGs. They caught me, guys. The jig is up. I've been fooling you this whole time. All those hours I put into Persona and Final Fantasy and every other JRPG under the sun, all fake, all for the views. You got me. And then you get smarty pants comments like this saying, I don't think you can give a proper review after only playing it for 25 hours in my opinion. He is referring to Final Fantasy 15, which took me 25 hours to beat, and I think this just speaks for itself. You know? Nah, you can't. You paid it for 25 hours? That's nuttin'. I demand 500. This is also a really good one. You sound like a 14-year-old girl, unsubscribe. Now, what I find amazing about this comment is that apparently he was subscribed before he heard my voice. Groundbreaking. God, I love technology. You can hit that button before anything happens. Awesome. Please subscribe to my channel, guys, so you can unsubscribe because I sound like a 14-year-old girl. Amen. Let's go. And also, shout out to the people who don't get sarcasm. You guys are really precious little people. Holy crap. I swear to God, you make a joke in Overwatch stating that Bastion never, ever gets play of the game, and it's very obvious that you're being sarcastic, and then you get little gems like this. Definitely not true what you said about Bastion. There is a YouTuber named whatever, I can't pronounce that, who gets plays of the game with Bastion a lot. I love how he names that YouTuber specifically because, like, yeah, he's the only one who gets plays of the game as Bastion. Real MVP, no one else can do that. I get a lot of these poor people who don't quite understand that when you're really being over the top about something, it's supposed to be, let's say it all together now, guys, sarcastic. So shout out to you boring people. I cannot imagine what it's like to be that dense. Oh god, I love this comment so much. So this person commented on another video, and then they came back to comment on my Bloodborne video saying, this sucks too. Your narrator hasn't played the game, but you used her because you thought the delivery would be like Christian Shell reference, but she should be herself, basically transparent. I can't believe someone finally figured out that SuperButterBuns is not voicing over the videos. It's actually me, Tyler. I'm paid It's alright, hours are terrible, but oh my god, after years of being out of the limelight, someone finally noticed me. God bless. God bless. But how can we talk about comments and not mention the greatest comment thread that I've ever received ever on a video? I have to give a special shout out and thank you to Michael Park, the person who doesn't quite understand how the YouTube algorithm works. Michael Park commented on my Final Fantasy 13 video a while back. That became a really weird comment thread, and you know what? It was one of the first comments I ever deleted because a lot of people started getting angry and it was just getting weird. But then a few months later, on my Dark Souls 3 video, the boy comes back with real fire. For whatever reason, Michael Park does not like the buns in the videos. That's it just really bothers him. But one thing is for sure, he's got a mouth on him, and he will always respond. So the boy comes back on my Dark Souls 3 video, which wasn't getting as much activity as I wanted it to, so I saw this as a grand opportunity. What better way to get comments than just to provoke the living crap out of good Sir Michael Park? So that's exactly what we did, and apparently YouTube will end up cutting off a comment thread once it reaches 500 comments. I was lucky enough to have some very fun people come in and help me get some good stuff from Michael Park, so we all just kind of joked with him, and eventually this comment thread did reach over 500 replies. But the Dark Souls 3 video went from having roughly 300 comments to 800. More than half of the comments on that video have come from good old Sir Michael Park and some lovely, fantastic people who just had a grand old time with him. So Michael, if you're watching this, thank you. That video has gotten a lot of notoriety and has really helped grow my channel. And just FYI, reverse psychology does indeed really work. But enough about the negativity, let's get back to the things that really matter, to the people who really support this community. Live streaming on Twitch has become one of the best parts of this channel. I love hanging out with people. We have some fantastic memories, fantastic moments, and it is because of these people that I am able to stay full-time. Twitch is a huge part of my income, and I don't even have a sub button yet. It is because of the generosity and the support from the community that has kept me full-time. And I just want to thank the top 10 top buns of the entire year. These are the top 10 people who have donated me over the year that has eventually added up to their total. The top bun is a numbers game, but these people are more than just financial support, they are emotional support, and I consider most of them good friends. And the channel would not be where it is today without these key people helping me along the way. And to all the people who have donated in the past, your guys' contributions are greatly appreciated. But like I said, top bun is a numbers game after all, and I want to thank these people specifically. I want to thank Viewful Valentine. I know you can't be at the streams all the time, but when you do make your presence known, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Drake Iceheart, who has been so kind and uplifting, and once again, can't make every stream, but when he does, he is there to stay, and the support has always been appreciated. And I wish I would have met you at MagFest, dang, but maybe someday, maybe someday. And then there's Dodger of Zion, who has been so kind and so supportive throughout this entire year. She is the one responsible for bringing me to MagFest. She has helped me with like legitimate YouTube stuff, tons of connections, and she's just overall so overwhelmingly kind. But Dodger is a key part of this community. She is a mod at my streams, and she is just lovely. Dodger, thank you so much. And then someone who showed up pretty recently, Broken Clarity, always so sweet to engage with in community, and I was shocked by her generosity. Megan, I have no clue if you're listening to this, but thank you so much for your generosity. Come back to us. We may see you at the streams, please. And then a man I haven't seen around in a long time, but oh my god, did he make the Bioshock marathon totally worth it. Biscuit Dude 01. He is a hard-working boy, and I am just blown away by the amount of support that he gave during some of these events. Oh my god. Kind of a mystery, shows up when he wants to, but when he does, he is a total joy to have around in the streams. Biscuit Dude, I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much. And to the boy who will never stop because he won't and can't, Water Taro. Water Taro is a good friend of mine and someone who has no self-control, but God love him. He has consistently supported the channel, even though I begged him not to, but he keeps going for it, and he's a joy to be around too as well. I'm happy to call you my friend, Nick. Thank you so much. And then there's the Sass Master himself, Matrix Master, who has consistently helped out the channel throughout the entire year, who has been around for a long time, has been a fantastic regular, and I also consider a good friend. Matrix, thank you so much for everything you do and your engagement in the community. It's nice knowing I have people from England watching over me. God save the Queen. And then there's Christian Sweet, who always lives up to his name. On top of Christian Sweet giving me financial support throughout the entire year, he has also given me a lot of moral support, sending me kind messages, and overall, one of the nicest people I've ever met. And funny, I'll add that too. He's also got a cute dog. But besides that, Christian is an incredibly positive person, and I'm so happy there's someone like him around. Truly a saint of our time. I can't stress that enough. And then there's the man who can't stay down, Endurance. Lordy, this boy has scared the crap out of me in the past with some really hefty donations, and I've had the pleasure of talking to him several times. He supports me on Patreon. He supported me in everything I do, an overwhelmingly positive and kind person. It's so wonderful knowing that there are people out there who will go the extra mile to support the things that they care about. You're full of life, you're full of joy, never stop being you, and oh my god, save your money and treat yourself. Holy crap. Please, I'm begging you. And then the top donator throughout the entire year, the king of the mountain himself, Petey Piranha. Petey just came out of nowhere last year. He was a key player in my Persona 4 Golden Marathon. He is super kind, and while I haven't seen him in a long time, I have to thank him here for being the top bun for the entire year. That is a lot of support to back behind just one bun, but holy crap, Petey. Gone the extra mile throughout the entire year. I cannot thank you enough. From the bottom of my heart, honestly, thank you. And thank you to everyone who has donated to me over the past year. I know money is a touchy subject on YouTube, and it's like, all you do is play video games and blah, blah, blah. I get that. I get the arguments and stuff. But at the end of the day, these people are just giving out of the kindness of their heart, and they deserve some kind of recognition for that. I hope that I could repay all this generosity with better content, videos that you feel like are worth your time and effort, and in this case, money. I really do try my hardest to make sure that the content is worth it. For me, that is beyond important considering how much support I receive from such lovely people. I've gotten to know a lot of the Twitch donators and regulars personally, and you guys are just amazing people. I am so thankful to have a community that is just nice, fun people. You guys aren't jerks. It's kind of amazing. The internet's a scary place, but for some reason, the people who like my content are just wonderful. So thank you guys so much. But that about wraps up for 2016. I have been blown away by the growth of this channel and the community and everything. And from the looks of it, 100,000 subscribers is not too far away. And I am really motivated to make more for beginners, guys, and I hope you enjoy them. But yeah, sappy things, lovey-dovey. You guys are wonderful, loving, amazing, fantastic, pander, pander, pander. But seriously, thank you guys for not being jerks. It means a lot. Now get out of here, kiddos, alright? Toodles. Hey, congrats to making it to the end of the video. Just want to give a warm, happy thank you to IX Brand, who sent me Hyrule Warriors along with a kind note, an art book, and a $20 Nintendo gift card in my P.O. box. Receiving lovely gifts like this has made me really consider becoming a Nintendo fanboy because you guys really seem to love it. But IX Brand, thank you so very much for the love and support. I look forward to playing the game. My P.O. box is always open. Links are down below. If you'd like to send me something, you will get a shout out on both Twitter and at the end of videos. Send me whatever the heck you want. I'm game for anything. Go for it. And it wouldn't be YouTube without sponsorships. Yep, this channel is sponsored by Gamefly. Gamefly is a great, cheap service to rent out new games so you don't waste $60 on a trash game you regret buying. If any of that sounds interesting, sign up for Gamefly using my 30-day free trial. Click the URL down below. It'll redirect you. Sign up, do the thing, try out the service, and hey, if you don't like it, you can always cancel, no strings attached. But it's a great way to get a free rental out of it for now. You know, that's a thing you could do. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch and all the social medias. Support me on Patreon, do the thing, click the links, engage with all the socials. Happy New Year, everybody!